Guys, happy Wednesday. This is a reading I am doing on Wednesday, the 26th of June. Take this as it resonates for you, leave what doesn't. All right, let's talk about what we have here. We have the Death card. Something is changing, something is transforming here. We've had some family trouble here. This Ten of Pentacles just keeps coming up. Over the past week, maybe longer, this Ten of Pentacles has been coming up in the reverse. So I feel like there's something having to do with tradition, generational, the way that something's always been done, the petty conflicts here, not seeing eye to eye on something. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse. I feel like the King of Pentacles in reverse is disappointment in someone that we feel like is a rock or a stable home base in our life. I feel like there's been some kind of disappointment here. It could be a loss too regarding money, regarding maybe family money with that Ten of Pentacles in some situations. Corrupt, I don't know, corruptness within the king of the family or something like that. I like that there is the transformation of this. We come over here, we have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and then the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is, I feel like while the Nine of Cups is usually the card of, oh, this is the wish card, you're going to get your wish in some situation. That I don't get that. I mean, sometimes in rare instances, yes. But Nine of Cups is a different kind of energy / interpretation for me. This guy is wearing, or girl, is wearing these rings here, the hedge. It's like this person has, and I heard this today from another reader that I was listening to, that I listen to pretty often, that I learn a lot from and highly appreciate. Where they talked about the Nine of Cups being a sense of thinking that you already are who you want to be, I really like that a lot. And maybe that's what's going on here. This person is dressing like the person they want to become. But also the Nine of Cups can be a card of somebody realizes how fortunate they are. They realize how lucky they are. They're proud of it. They have something to show for the work that they've done or the goodness that they are, that's more of a alignment for me with the Nine of Cups energy. We have the Eight of Coins here that's in the reverse. So I feel like there's something that is turned on its head, and I feel like it's the way that we work on something, because whatever way we have been putting in work and working on something, it hasn't been working. So there is a transformation going on here regarding how we work on something. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse for me is you can't keep doing what you've always done and expect to get something different, The Knight of Pentacles here is, so if this is dressing the part for the person that you want to be, like I was talking about, the Knight of Pentacles is ready to actually make our outside world look like that too. He's ready to put in the work with the Knight of Pentacles. Very slow, deliberate kind of energy, one step at a time, But the Knight of Pentacles is the gardener, right? He's the one who plants the seeds. And then we have this Ace of Cups here, which is overflowing love and abundance. Water is flowing, love is flowing, and we have healing. What grows is there's some kind of healing that happens here. There's some kind of planting new seeds, and then you water them. There's doing something differently, responding differently, working on something differently. Because whatever way we were doing it over here is not working. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, the Hierophant reversed, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups is a card of, this is the one who puts in the work, doing all the romantic things, showing up, expression, trying to win someone over, all of those kind of things. They're actually expressing themselves, expressing their love and emotions. The Knight of Cups is a card of leading with the heart or following the heart, whatever you want to say. So I feel like there's something here where there's a new cup being offered. The Hierophant is here. The Four of Cups is reversed. So I feel like the Hierophant reversed, this can be, it can be some lack of awareness, but that's not what I'm getting with this scenario that I have here. I'm getting that the Hierophant is something non-traditional here. Somebody's bucking the usual way of doing things because I don't think it's worked. I think it got to where the expectations and the traditional expectations, like somebody couldn't live up to it, is what I'm getting. Somebody could not live up to the traditional expectations, whether that's marriage or some kind of partnership, whatever that is. It just wasn't working. Somebody could not live up to it. Maybe there was constant criticism with this Five of Wands here. So this is definitely transforming, and I really like what it's transforming into, which is being thankful for what you have, seeing your cup as full and overflowing, deliberately planting the seeds that you want to grow, not just what your family's always grown, So this is having to put in a different kind of work. And with the Hierophant here, I feel like it's non-traditional, but I feel like it's a good thing with this Knight of Cups. The Four of Cups is in the reverse, which I like because I feel like where somebody may have been closed off to something in the past, now they are more willing to take and accept an opportunity. The Justice card is here on the bottom of the deck in the upright, which, this is going to bring some sense of fairness and justice. It is when things go in our favor. It could be somebody making a decision, and it could be something legal, but I feel like something here is going to go in our favor with the Justice card showing up here. Sometimes when the Justice card comes up, I think about our inner justice system and how maybe sometimes we're blind to the truth of something because of our own upbringing and conditioning, and so, maybe sometimes it's hard for us to see another point of view. But, that's kind of getting off topic. Justice is blind, and yet everything is set fair and right. Truth always comes out. Truth is always known. So we have justice and truth here. And I like that it's here in the upright because I feel like something is going to be set right. All right. So the cards that I have for advice, we have the Judgment card. This one flipped out when I was just getting ready to shuffle the cards. So I feel like this is releasing an old version of ourselves. And I feel like the old version of ourselves that we're releasing is also going along with this Death card here and all of the difficulties that go along with that. So you know how I was talking about expectations and having to live up to certain standards. This is releasing that, the Judgment card calls us up out of our old life and into a new one. And sometimes it is a thing of your new life is going to cost you your old one. So you can't operate from this anymore. We're having a new mindset here is what I'm feeling like. We do have the Hanged Man here in the reverse. So I feel like we have gotten our aha. We have seen something differently. And sometimes, I just got in my head too, sometimes when you see something differently, you can't unsee it. So even though there may be, and I feel like this is a solution here that we're coming to. This is a solution. This is how we're going to do things differently. We're going to lead with our heart. And it's probably not going to look like what everybody else does or what works for everybody else, you know, but we are open to this new opportunity. I feel like that's a lot what this Hanged Man in reverse is. This is where we land on our feet. We have seen something differently. We've gotten the aha, but it does come at a sacrifice, you know, and I talk about the sacrifice with the Judgment card. Our new life is going to cost us the old one. So the sacrifice can be just whatever it is for you, but it can be that you can't unsee something and now you know what works, and so you can't go back, you know. We have the Queen of Wands. I love this. I love the Queen of Wands showing up here with this, because I feel like this Queen of Wands is telling us that we have the magic within ourselves, the magic in the palm of our hand, you know, finding our own light, finding our own way, unapologetic for what makes us happy, you know, that kind of thing. And being brave, you know, it's like being brave and bold and not having to follow the masses or follow the crowd on the traditional way of doing things. Finding your own happiness, finding your own freedom, finding your own confidence in something here. And then we have the Nine of Wands. She's standing at the gate of something here. She's blocking the entrance. So this is standing guard at something. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. I've been through a lot of things. I've had some shit happen in my life and I'm still standing. That's what that is, you know. But this particular Nine of Wands shows that she's standing there guarding the entrance of something. Like, it's kind of being more scrutinizing about who we let in. And always, traditionally for me, the Nine of Wands is a card of opening your heart and guarding it at the same time. So there can be all of those things going on at the same time, right? We have the Eight of Swords here. I do feel like somebody has been stuck in their mind, and it probably has to do with the traditional way of doing things that's not working anymore. So, and somebody was getting pulled in different directions because they had a sense of what was right by whatever their conditioning was or upbringing was, right? But their heart was leading them to something else, very non-traditional. And I think that that's the thing that was part of the keeping somebody stuck here, was knowing how they grew up and what they were told was true versus what their heart is telling them is true. And we have the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands, she's in her zen, she's in her peaceful place, and nobody can disturb that in her. The Seven of Wands for me traditionally is a card of blocking something out, blocking someone out, not giving someone access, which this right here would be not giving someone access, or being discerning about who gets access, you know. But this is protecting your peace. She's in a bubble, you know, and she's not letting any of this stuff here penetrate. She's not letting any of this stuff get to her. She is protecting her peace. So I feel like there's something very non-traditional here that is happening that is going to set things right. I think you're going to find your own happiness. I think you're going to release some old shell or version, something that could have been very restricting. And I feel like there's a protecting of your peace. I feel this is protecting of your peace. But I feel like maybe somebody's been wrestling with, but that's not how I grew up. Those aren't the ways and means and values of how I grew up. But it's like somebody's heart is leading them to a different direction. It's more authentically, I feel like, who they are. So on the bottom of the deck for the advice, we have the Ace of Swords, you know. So this is, there's a new truth. This is the beginning of a truth and a clarity and of letting the light out where, you know, it could have felt like, because we see a seashell here spiraling it could have felt like you were downward spiraling, but it's like it when you get there, then the light is revealed on something. So it's truth, it's clarity, it's victory. It's also a determination. And I feel like determination goes along with this, the Queen of Wands. It goes along with that Seven of Wands there. There's something here about protecting our peace. That's what I have for the message for today. I hope this is helpful, and thank you so much for watching.